doing well. So I'm coming to you today with another prophetic word. This one is by way of a dream, okay? I took a nap today after I dropped my son off at school. And in the midst of that nap, guys, so I had a dream that I received a text message to my phone, okay? I won't go into detail of that text message, but after I received the initial text message, a floodgate of text messages start coming, okay? And in the spirit within the dream, I could tell that this was like a follow up to the original text message. And what I mean by that is, you guys left off at a place with your spouse where you might have had like unanswered questions, literally. That might have been a conversation that you guys had that never finished playing out. That might have be questions that you guys have had in the midst of separation that has not been answered, or you guys might have reached out and they left you on red and never responded back to you. But whatever those questions are getting answered, okay? Like I said, after that initial text message, it's like a floodgate open, and I started getting like notifications. Doom, 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 doom. Like, I mean, imagine texting somebody over 20 messages and none of those messages sent, okay? They were just buffering and waiting to be sent out. And imagine a button like almost being pushed, or you hitting a Wi-Fi hotspot or something, and everything being sent out at once. It started to flood my phone, and I knew that it was answers. Like, say you guys had been like, well, where you been? I was getting the answers to the where you been text. I was getting the answers to I've been feeling like this text. I was getting the answers to I really wanted to speak out, but I felt like this text. So there is a floodgate of communication busting forth, okay? There has been a breakthrough, or there will be a breakthrough when it comes to communication. It was being hindered and held up. It was being blocked. There were blockages that were happening. I don't know if that was because of the spouse's disobedience, and maybe God himself was like, hey, nope, now is not the time. I don't know if that was because of spiritual warfare, that somebody was physically blocking it. Or I don't know if somebody was in your spouse's ear telling them not to reach out. Whatever the case was, that blockage have been removed, that giant has been removed, that mountain has been told to flee, to leave. And hey, and those messages, that the communication is flooding in, okay? Like I said, I got the initial text message, and it was a pretty significant text message. And some of this might even be them coming to put a ring on you guys' finger, okay? To step into position to do what God has called them to do. But after that initial communication, and this was in the dream, I was surprised. It had been a minute since I had heard from my spouse, and then all of a sudden a text message out of nowhere. So this can be suddenly, guys. This could be you not hearing from your spouse for months, and just out of nowhere their number, their name appears on your phone, okay? And like I said, it's going to be answers to unanswered questions that you guys have had, and it's going to be, hey, and it's going to be like a floodgate of answers, okay? Like I said, I after this initial text message, it just 20, 30 text messages, boom, 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 back to back to back. Okay, guys, so be prepared. Stay in expectancy. Communication is here. Blockages are being removed. Stay in alignment. Don't hop out of line just because you think the dust has settled and everything is okay, because we know that the enemy seeks to steal, kill, and destroy. Okay, so do not let him mess this up. But communication is here, and you should be hearing from them soon. Okay, so guys, as always, have a blessed day. As always, pray for one another, and as always, I'll be praying for you guys as well. Okay.